All right. So the Odyssey Rockets basketball team charges $5 for adult tickets and $2 for student tickets. Last night made $546 and sold 183 tickets. How many adult and student tickets did they sell? Now, this one becomes a little bit more complicated because they don't put the information all into separate lines. You actually have to take individual lines and mix them with other sentences in there to get your two equations. So let's go ahead and start by making the variables. So first thing we have is A and we have S. And I'm going to say that A stands for the number of adult tickets. And then S is the number of students. That's what it tells us we are looking for. Okay. And so let's go back to the statement it gives us. It says the Odyssey Rockets basketball team charges $5 for students, or I'm sorry, $5 for adults and $2 for students. And there was a total, and this is where it becomes a little bit more complicated, is that the total is $546, and that's in a completely different sentence. Okay, so if we have 2 adults, it's $10 worth of tickets. If we have 3 adults, it's $15. If we have 4 adults, it's $20. So just like previous problems, we take the number of adults and we multiply it by the price of the ticket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, we have $5 for every single adult ticket. And then we're going to add the fact that we have $2 for every student ticket. And if we combine the adult tickets, the adult tickets and the student tickets, that is going to give us a total of $546. Okay. Now, once we have that, we now need to build a second equation in order to find these number of tickets. Okay. It tells us that the tickets sold are 183. Well, these 183 are adults and students. It's the combination of them. Okay, well, that goes back to some previous problems we were doing. If we have a combination of the adults and the students, that means we have our adult tickets plus our student tickets. That is going to be a combined total of 183 tickets. Okay, and notice as soon as I set these up, I really try to align my variables to the best I possibly can so that I can choose whether I want to use substitution or elimination, the easiest, and I'll know the easiest way to do the problem. In this case, because the variables line up, I am going to do elimination, okay? And you'll notice, and hopefully you notice right away, that all I need to do is multiply the second line by a -5 just to get rid of the adults very easily in this process, because students always want to get rid of adults. Just kidding, just kidding. So anyways, that gives me -5a plus -5s equals to 183 times -5, and we can go off the Desmos and we can do this if we want to. So 183 times -5, and that is going to give us -915. There we go, -915. Now notice that this is this line changed. So this is that line changed. So now I need to go ahead and bring down that red line so I can do the elimination. 5a plus 2s equals to 546. And we're going to use elimination. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by adding those two lines again. These subtract, making 0 because they're inverses of each other. -5s plus 2s is -3s equals to -915. So -915 plus 546, which is going to give us negative 369. So negative 369. Okay. Now, once we've got that, we're going to go ahead and divide off that negative 3. And the negative 3 will cancel. Our student number of students should come out of this statement. So we do negative 369 divided by negative 3. So negative 369 divided by negative 3 is going to be 123. So I come over here, I go back to our class, I say, okay, this is 123. That means that there were 123 students. So 123 of those tickets are student tickets. Now what we got to do is find the rest of them. Once again, I'm going to go to the easiest equation I can find, which is the original one, which is A plus S equals to 183, or A plus, remember we found S to be 123. So 123 equals 183. And then what I'm going to do is subtract 123. Okay. And the adults are going to be equal to 183 minus 123, which is going to be 60. So that tells us there's 123 students and 160 adults.